Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of BNA Sports Talk. So today I'm going to entertain the Giants trading back from pick number 36. And it was rumored a couple days ago that we're thinking about doing it, but honestly, all rumors right now are they're just pie in the sky. If it makes sense, like, oh yeah, I believe that rumor. Oh, the Giants, we're going to trade back. The rumors are we're going to trade back. Okay, I believe it. It's a good idea. So, it's at this point, any rumor, just take it with a grain of salt. Different teams are thinking about different things, but right now I think the Jedrick Wills meter, it's not like a 98%. I really think that we're taking him. I don't think that we're trading back at this point, because at number 8, he's not going to be there. If we trade back with Jaguars, he's not going to be there because the Cardinals are going to snatch him up. He's a great pass blocker, and that's what the Cardinals do. You're going to have Kyler Murray throwing it 40 times a game. So they're going to need a good pass blocker. Tristan Wirfs isn't that guy. So we'd settle with the Tristan Wirfs. And then what are we? It's just a run team. We have Will Hernandez, Tristan Wirfs on this team. Are we just going to be a run-based team at this point? I don't know. I think that we're looking for more of a pass blocker. Jedrick Wills would do that in this Eric Coryell offense. Anyway, so let's entertain us trading back down from 36. I did a couple of mock drafts yesterday, and what I noticed from 36 to 99 in that video, I'm just like, this is so painful waiting. We did it last year, but we had 3 first-round picks, so it wasn't that bad. This year, we have a first and a second. That Leonard Williams trade is really hurting us right now. It's difficult, but we have a good edge defender. But let's just roll with the punches here. I don't think we're going to trade him, but let's take a look at potential teams we can trade back with. The number 1 I have on this list, in no particular order of preference, is the Colts. So they own the 44th, also the 34th pick. But they already picked because of the Redskins trade. And number 76, I believe, in this NFL draft. And, so at number 34, they may think about going with Jordan Love if he falls. So what do you need if you're the Colts? You need a wide receiver. You need a guy who you could throw it to. Denzel Mims, if he falls as far as T. Higgins, they may be like, okay, these guys are going to go. So let's just trade up. Let's package our day 2 pick. And that pretty much solves all their needs. They still probably need a defensive interior guy, maybe. No, never mind. They got the guy from the 49ers. Anyway, so, you may still need a couple corners. But, yeah, this is a good cornerback draft somewhat. And, so the Colts could do that. And then we'll mention it in every single pick. But, 44 and 76, the Giants could still get a safety like Kyle Duggar, and then maybe a slot corner like Kavon Wallace, and then you can also get a guard like Matt Hennessy. Cesar Ruiz is probably going to be gone. That's why we're going to trade back, because the guy that we like didn't fall down to us. And so that'll add some positional depth for the Giants, and you still pick at 99 and maybe a wide receiver, maybe get a developmental guy. The next one I have Chicago. Chicago picks 43 and 50. We may have to give up like a 110 for him, or 150 or something like that to trade back. I'm not going to mention future picks. We're going to trade our future first and trade all the way back. We're not doing that. We're doing some realistic stuff. Why would Chicago want to trade up? They don't pick until the 5th round because they see a guy that they really like, not a quarterback, but a guy that they really need. Maybe a wide receiver. I've heard really good things about Allen Robinson, but he's all alone. If you shut him down, that's pretty much everything for the team. So if a wide receiver falls down to us, they could select them. Maybe a tackle falls down to us, like an Austin Jackson. They really need a tackle because Jay Leno is not cutting it. I think they cut him. So they're in need of a tackle prospect. And so that would be options for the Bears. And then at 43 and 50, that's prime spot for, same thing, like guard and linebacker action, maybe a Will Dye, something we can look at as well. I know he gets mixed opinions. Willie Gay Jr., his upside is really high, so those are the prospects we can be looking at then. The next one is Cleveland, and we've done a lot of trading with Cleveland over the past year or so. A lot of people want Odell back. I'm like, okay, but that's the topic for the video I made 2 days ago. So the Cleveland Browns own the 41st, the 74th, and the 97th overall pick. Now, if you have to trade, you can get like a 110 or something like that. I don't really care. If you have 3 day 2 picks, that's going to be amazing. And again, the same prospects are going to be available. We're going to have a better prospect at 41 probably that drops down to us. A guard, we can get Matt Biotish. Tyler Biotish, Matt Biotish, I don't know, but, again, a safety and an edge guy, developmental edge guy that's going to fall down to us, a Grenard, there's so many prospects. I'm not going to start mentioning all these guys, but, 3 picks, 4 picks potentially in day 2, that'd be amazing, and, Cleveland would trade up if they saw a guy that they really wanted, like a tackle, if they miss out on a tackle with the 10th overall pick, because let's say there's a run on Wills, Wirfs, Becton, let's say they're all pretty much gone before 10, which is kind of likely, and I'm not going to rule out the Jaguars, the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Miami Dolphins, Chargers, and us selecting tackles. So what if that happens? 4, and then it's like, okay, we kind of, we're kind of lost. Maybe they trade back, and then they have more assets to trade back up with us. I don't know. So Cleveland could be looking to trade back and we'll trade up to for us, and that'd be an awesome option for us. The next one that's actually pretty likely is the Denver Broncos, and they were active last year. They were trading up, down, sideways. They're trading all around. They traded back from 10 to 20, and then the Steelers drafted Devin Bush. Then I think they also made some more trades. I'm forgetting now, but then they end up selecting Dalton Risner and Drew Lock back to back. So this could be a scenario where the Giants take advantage of the Denver Broncos, who may have missed out on a cornerback in the first round. Guy Falls. Maybe missed out on a wide receiver in the first round. Guy Falls, KJ Hamler. Not really getting a lot of hype, but, you can never be too certain that the guy's not going to fall down to you. They own the 46th, 77th, and 83rd. Now, we'd probably have to give up our 99th, but we can just move it up. You swap third-round picks and get a 46th and a 77th, and this would be pretty good for the Giants. Pat Shermer or whatever, he may have a little bit be a little bit mean-spirited and may say something like, don't trade with the Giants, but this could be an option for the Giants as well. Then the Dolphins, they have a lot of second-round picks, 38 and 56. They're going to go heavy offense probably in the first round. Your DeAndre Swifts of the world, tackles, may take 2 tackles. And maybe, it depends whether they're going to select a quarterback or not. There's a lot of people are thinking less and less that they're actually going to select a quarterback in the first round. Maybe they see Jordan Love falls down. It's just like, oh, God, we got to do this. Maybe he passes the Colts. And they're like, okay, let's get a quarterback of the future. And then they package even more for us. And they have a bunch of third, seconds, future seconds. So, it's only a jump of 2. But there are going to be a lot of teams potentially calling at this point. The Giants are trade back candidates, as are a lot of teams. And a lot of teams want to trade back. So if you don't get a good deal, it's just like, okay, we'll trade with somebody else. So that's also an option to think about. And the Giants, obviously, the same prospects will be available. And 38, you never know. You still can get an Antoine Winfield if he drops that far. And he's a lot of people have him number 1 on their safety board right now, which he was not getting any of that hype a couple months ago. Finally, the Falcons and Cowboys, they can see themselves in a similar position. They only pick 4 spots different, 47 and 78 for the Falcons, 51 and 82 for the Cowboys. What if the Cowboys and the Falcons miss out on the guy that they want? What if the Falcons can't trade up for Javon Kinlaw, so they want a Ross Blacklock, or the guy from Ohio State, or whoever else falls down to that point? That could be an option for them. And then they'll select like a corner, C.J. Henderson. And it's just like, okay, let's double up on defense. Their general manager is usually very active with trading. He's not afraid to trade up. He's actually known to be very active trading up, like last year when he did with Chris Lindstrom and Caleb McGarry. I forgot which one they traded up for, but it was one of those offensive linemen they traded up for. So they invested heavily in offensive line last year. Why not draft heavily defense this year? Your offense has 11 former Pro Bowlers or something like that, something crazy, or 10, whatever it is. And then the Cowboys, if you're sitting there, you're like, okay, we ended up selecting a safety or something. We ended up selecting Grant Delpit round 1. But we actually need a wide receiver to help Dak Prescott throw to. I actually think that they can select Tua. That came to my mind. I'm like, what if he drops? Well, anyway, so that's probably going to be a different topic for a different video. But the Cowboys, they trade up to get another wide receiver to go along with Amari Cooper because they did lose Randall Cobb. They did lose a Jason Witten, so they probably need some wide receiver help. Denzel Mims falls, and they could be doing a deal with the Giants, the division rivals. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your guys' favorite option was. Let me know what you think the Giants should stay in pat at number 36, or are you open for the Giants to trade back? But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.